Happy New Year, everyone. Here are some of my 2025 photography goals. Kind of just goes against the title, but I want to improve my short form videography skills. I think that for the clients that I work with and are continuing to pursue, video content is just getting more and more important every single year, so I can continue to offer it in fun, different ways in my packages. Second is to consider implementing some AI tools just to help with a faster workflow. I don't use any AI tools other than what's embedded in Adobe platforms like Photoshop and Lightroom to help me work through my workflow even faster. So if you have any recommendations on culling, editing softwares that you swear by, I would love to hear them. Next, I think this was one of my resolutions last year, and we continue and grow in our own ways, but I want to actively practice studio lighting skills. I actually just ordered a new strobe off B&H to get here in a couple days, so I'm super excited to use that. Studio lighting that I've been using when I am responsible for my own lighting and a studio doesn't have it there for me is my Godox V1 off-camera flash, and I've loved using that. It's super easy to use. The lights I purchased were also by Godox, and I'm really excited to get them going. Another goal is every time I have a new client that I haven't worked with before, I want to get on the phone with them just so we can get a personal touch point done before we even meet for the session. Like 8 times out of 10, I do this anyways, but I want to make sure I do it for every new client. Even if the email communication is super easy and on point, it's just helpful to get to know someone on a personality level. Next is creating or working together with my client on mood boards and reference photos for every session. A lot of times if I'm working with the same client continuously, I don't think this is particularly necessary, but I think for new clients, kind of like getting on the phone, it's always good to have reference images to pull because as a photographer, I'm a visual learner and a good visual communicator. And I think it's a helpful way to ensure that you are getting the exact photos that your client wants and that are true to you before the session even starts. Posting more on social, I mean, enough said. I've actually was pretty wasn't even that consistent or good on TikTok this year, but I really enjoyed posting on TikTok this year. I didn't enjoy posting on Instagram this year, and I don't know why. I think it's just because a lot more of my personal network follows me on my Instagram, so it just feels like I have way more pressure for some reason, but definitely just need to be more consistent and better on posting on Instagram. Also, it's just so easy to get in your head. Like whenever I'm scrolling Instagram on my photography account, I see other photographers that I follow and I'm like, oh my gosh, their work is so amazing. Like, why would I even post mine? Classic. So just gotta get those negative thoughts out of the way and keep posting my work. Finally, I want to be more intentional and take my time with every shot. In the past 2 years or so, I've gotten a lot better at overshooting, which just creates a lot more work in the post-production process. So I want to continue to hone in on these skills. The more intention I put into every single shot and every single vignette and setting and pose, the better photographer I will become.